Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I'm Eustace Farmer, and this is the Hail to the Bale tutorial and mod review. Today, I'd like to go over two different style bales. One is a script, and one is an actual physical bale. So what I'm talking about is the physical bales is the Bale Buying mod. Now, I've seen comments of people saying, well, that's not realistic and all that. Well, it is. Because even in the farms that are right around my neighborhood here, some of them have livestock, but they don't produce hay and straw. They don't have enough land to make an adequate amount, so they either supplement or purchase the bales outright from farms here that do. So it is realistic in that aspect. The other mod we're going to be looking into is the script, which is the Bale Density mod. Now what that does is it's going to raise the unit amount of your bales by 2,000. So the standard in-game bale, whether it's round or square, it doesn't matter, is 4,000 units. This is going to raise it to 6,000. That's going to be very handy when you're doing things like maybe your mixed ration, or doing the straw, putting the straw in the cattle stable for bedding. You're going to make less trips. So I've also seen questions about, being that there's 6,000 units each, that's going to fool around with the mixed ration. So we're going to put that theory to the test today and see how that turns out, if we can do a proper mixed ration with the Bale Density mod. So let's go ahead in the store, go over to mods, and then we're going to go into miscellaneous. And here are the bales for purchase. So they're the standard in-game bales, 4,000 units, and this does not change when you have the when you have the Bale Density mod installed. Any bales that you already have on your farm before you've installed the mod will stay at 4,000 units. Any subsequent bales you make after you put the mod in your folder, you're going to go out to the field and make more bales, those will be the new 6,000, but these will not change either. Okay, so what do you have here? You get 8 straw bales for 6,200 euros, pounds, or dollars, whatever your currency is. So yeah, 8 of those. So let's buy a stack of 8 straw and a stack of 8 hay. And there they are. They drop in neatly stacked. And as you see here, 4,000 units, 4,000 units. So this is a really nice addition to the game if you want to start off doing livestock pretty much right away. The only thing that you'll need to do is make your silage. So you go out and cut some grass or grow some corn and cut it down. Probably when you're really first starting out, if you're not going to add money to your game, then you're going to want to do it the grass way. But at least you have the bales to get you started. And that's going to save you a lot of money in equipment. So is it expensive? Well, no, because if you think about it, okay, so if you do 9,600 divided by 8, that's $1,200 a bale. So that's good, considering that you can usually sell these bales for a lot more, depending what mode you're in. Whether you're in easy mode or hard mode will determine the price you're going to get for the bale. So, you know, if you're paying $1,200 for each bale for the hay, that's pretty darn good. Now, obviously, for the straw, 6,200 divided by 8, and that's $775 for each bale. So let's go ahead and let's go and sell one of each and see what we get. How's that? Okay, so here we are at the bale sale point down on the main farm. So let's do our hay bale first, and that was expensive. This was a $1,200 bale. So let's see what we get. Keep an eye in the top right corner of the screen underneath my bank money there. So we got $1,736, and I'm playing in normal mode, just to let you know. I usually play in hard mode, but for this I just chose normal. Okay, so 1736, let's see what we get for this one. Now this bale was $775. and you get 140. So okay, so it's a little bit of a ripoff for the straw. So you'll make it you'll make money on the hay, but you will not on the straw. So hey, here's something. If you want to make a few quick bucks, buy the bales, the hay bales, and then go sell them. But no, the straw bales. If you're doing harvesting, you may as well make them on your own, unless you're really in a pinch. It might be worth it to you to spend the extra money. Like I said, being that you don't have to invest in all the extra equipment right away. So that's a big plus right there. Is that yes, you're paying a good chunk of money. But think about what it's going to cost you to get into the baling technology end of things. So, okay. So now that we've seen that, I'm going to go over to the cattle farm and we're going to start our little demonstration. So I'll be back at you in a flash. Okay, so here we are down at the cattle farm, and as you see, these bales I created just before I made the video, and these are 6,000 units each. Okay, so here they are again. These are the 6,000 unit ones. Now, this mixing wagon holds 18,000 capacity, and I'll show you. So here it is here, 18,000 capacity. And for those of you that have never used this, the recipe for this is 2 hay bales, which are the green, 1 straw bale, which is the brown or the yellow. So 2 hay and 1 straw, and then you just top off the rest with your silage over here. And that's how you take care of that. That's always been the recipe with the in-game 4,000 unit bales. There was several players that were concerned that that won't be the case with the 6,000 bales. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. And let me see if I can get all 3 of them in there without screwing it up. I'm not very optimistic, but why not? I'll give you a laugh. Oh, not today, huh? Okay, so let's go ahead. Well, actually, you can look in the corner here over on my inspector mod, and it says that the forage on the John Deere 4020 FL is 100%. So this wagon is 100% full. So therefore, you cannot make total mixed ration because you can't top it off. So this is just forage. So that's not going to work. It's gonna consider it like silage. So yeah, that's not going to work out. Now, how about we take the 6,000 bales and cut down our recipe? We'll do 1 straw and 1 hay. And we have that, by magic, right over here. And I'll show you the density. I'll get out and show you that these are indeed. There we are, 6,000 units each. Because the whole idea of the Bale Density mod is to do less work, make more trips. So we won't have to pick up 3 bales maybe, huh? There we go. Drop those in there. Okay. So our little tractor says now 67%. Now let's top off the rest with silage. So we have 1 hay, 1 straw in here. And now we'll fill her up. And now we're 100% at 18,000. And as you see, it's total mixed ration now. Now this is the same unit mixed ratio that I get when I use the regular in-game bales. 33 across the board. That's perfect. So this Bale Density mod indeed is going to save you some time and work because you're going to use less bales to get the same amount of mixed ration. So you only have to use 1 of each. So now let's look in the menu and I'll show you. Hold on a second. Okay, so as you see here, feeding trough, mixed ration, 0. So if this is truly mixed ration we have in here, it should register. So let's find out. Oh, this is another little ditty I set up for you over here. We'll get to that in a minute. Too far away. What is it? Usually you can tip on both sides. Let's just turn around. We'll just do what it says. There we go. And there we go. Feeding trough. Total mixed ration. Well, it ripped me off by 0.1%. 17,999. Let's just call it 18,000. Some of it probably still sitting in the bottom of the bin there. So, yep. So it registers as total mixed ration. Yahoo! Fantastic. Okay. So as you saw me being sneaky with my preparations, so here's the 6,000 unit bale. And this is the straw blower for the round bales, but it certainly does work with the square bales. You just pick them up and plop them right in there. And you don't have to close the back, only when you're transporting it, so the bale doesn't slide out. But as you see here, I'll show you. It'll shake and shimmy a little bit. So, you know, if you don't mind that, you know, what the heck. So let's go ahead and let's see if it'll do it. There you go. Now let's see how much straw that gave us. 6,000. There you go. So instead of having 4,000 per bale, you got an extra 2,000 units every time you use that little blower. That's going to save you a lot of time. So, bale density mod, fantastic. A wonderful addition. Bale buying mod. How do we weigh in with that? Well, I think it's fantastic. It's great if you're just starting out a farm and, you know, you started making a few bucks. Maybe you sold your harvest and you don't want to invest in the all the, you know, baling equipment right away. Purchase yourself a stack of each. Get started with your livestock if you like, at least the cows, you know. And you can also make money, we established, by selling these. So you can buy them from the supplier and you can be like a middleman, and then you go off and sell them and you make a few extra bucks. You can do that all day. Is it cheating? No, because it happens in real life. You know, there's brokers. You know, one guy will buy something wholesale and he'll turn around and sell it to you at his markup. So it's all fair trade, right? Little commerce going on down here. So that's it. I don't think I've missed out on anything here. Okay, so actually I did forget something, and that's because I think I've used it once when I played Farming Simulator, but the self-propelled truck. So this is a 12,000 unit vehicle. So the recipe for this with the regular standard 4,000 unit bales is 1 straw, 1 hay, the rest silage. So this is not going to work out for this unit here, unfortunately, because as you see here, let's go ahead and get those in there. Tamp it down. There we go. It's 100% full. And we haven't put the silage in, so it's not mixed ration, it's just forage. So, yeah. Unfortunately, if you're going to do big bales only, it's going to render this unit useless. You can't use it. But to be quite honest with you, the only advantage to this unit is this here. For those of you that don't want to use a conveyor or scoop, you can use the standard bales. But, you know, like I said, you'll have to, if you have the Big Bale Density mod installed, then you're going to have to purchase the regular bales. Or you're going to have to remove the mod from your mod folder, do your bales, and then put it back afterwards. If you're going to do, you know, things like that. Otherwise, like I said, you can purchase these, and no matter what, these will never change. They'll always be 4,000 units regardless that the mod is installed. So yeah, but like I said, this wagon here, it's 18,000 capacity. It's now with the big bales, it takes the same as that, but you get a lot more. And if you have a conveyor or even a little telehandler shovel, I mean, it wasn't even worth setting up the conveyor. It took like a little sprinkle. So, I mean, a little top off with the bucket on the telehandler or even the front loader tractor, it's going to do you just fine. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. So those of you that are hooked on this machine here, if you're going to use Big Bale mod, it's not going to work out. All right, so let me get away from all this noise here. I hope I've helped you learn something today, and shed some light on two fantastic mods. The best thing I can always say is when I read reviews on mods, I try to test them myself. Unless I see somebody post their log and it's full of errors and stuff like that, then I'll avoid a mod because I'm not going to take a chance. It's just not worthwhile. But when it's something like, questions like this, and I've seen, some responses and people say, oh, yeah, okay, I won't get it. Put it to the test. So that's what I think we've accomplished here today. So I'm going to leave links down in the description for them. They're also in my mod spreadsheet, which is going to be down below in my description under the music credits. That's where I usually put it. Also, any of these other great mods that you've seen here today are going to be in my Google Docs. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions whatsoever, please do let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. If I don't know, I will find out for you and with you. So, no matter where in the world you call home, I hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening. And until we meet again, take good care of yourself. And bye-bye for now.